Welcome back to another episode of Around the Horn. Today we are going to review the Wayne Hills baseball team's opening week, along with this upcoming week. To start things off, we are going to review the loss against Lakeland. Drew, take us through this game.
To start the game, it was pretty competitive. We went down 3-0 in the first inning, but we fought back. We got it back up to 3-3. And then in the going into the fifth inning, we were down by 1 run. But after that, everything just fell apart. I think they scored 6 or 7 runs in the fifth inning, and then we just couldn't really come back from that.
Again, your defense was poor today. 5 errors again, on top of the 7 you guys made against Rampo. What needs to change to fix that quickly?
We just got to take some more ground balls in practice. We have to get used to our field. It's not a good field to play on, but we have to find a way to use that as a strength. We haven't been doing that, and we have to learn how to play 7 innings of fundamental baseball. Can't keep making errors and hurting our pitchers.
What has to change for you guys to become more consistent?
Well, obviously, like I just said, the fielding, but the bats also have to start waking up. Yeah, we scored 8 runs, but I think 5 of those were in the last inning. We have to be able to hit throughout the entire game and put pressure on the other team.
How is this all going to turn around for you guys? What is the plan here?
We have to find more confidence. I feel like it could be we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, putting a little too much pressure on ourselves, but we got to find a way to just calm down, live in the moment, and just find more consistency.
Is there somebody within the room that needs to step up and say something to the team and get this team going?
I just think we have to find a way to get on the same page. It's not a one-man show. We're a team, and we got to figure it out together.
Don't go anywhere. When we return, we will preview Friday's game against Clifton. Welcome back to Around the Horn. You guys are right back at it today against Clifton. What has to get done for you guys to take the W?
Clifton, they don't score too many runs, so hopefully we get good pitching. The fielding has to be good, and it would be nice if we could start stringing together a lot of runs. A blowout would be nice, but we're not going to go into a game expecting to blow the other team out, especially since we have a poor record. We haven't been playing great. But a win's a win. We just got to find a way to take the W.
What are you guys expecting from a Clifton team?
I'm expecting some pretty good pitching from them. It's probably going to be an even game throughout. I think it's going to come down to the wire, and hopefully we can have a timely hit to win us the game.
How important is this game for you guys, both as a whole and in the form of the county standings once that comes around?
It's very early, but this is a huge game for us. Maybe if we can have a nice win, we can build some confidence. I feel like we're lacking that right now, but it's really all mentally. I'm not worried about counties right now. It's still only 5 games into the season. We have a lot of time to fix that. But, we just got to find some confidence and start just playing sound baseball.
Don't go anywhere. When we return, we will look at Saturday's game against Teaneck. Welcome back to Around the Horn. Drew, on Saturday you guys have another home game, this time against Teaneck. Can you take us through the game plan for this game?
Looking through Teaneck stats, they can hit. They put together a lot of runs, and we're going to have to be able to match that if we want to beat them, along with some good fielding, but definitely the bats are going to have to be alive this game. So
Teaneck's another team that's kind of struggling. They're desperate. They want to win. What are you guys expecting from them when they come here?
They'll do anything they have to do to get a win. I could definitely see them bunting, just trying to scratch a few runs across. But we have to be ready for it. Our heads have to be in the game, and take it as any other team. They have a poor record, but we're also not where we want to be. We just got to figure out a way to get past this hump.
How dangerous could a desperate team be?
Yeah, when you need to win, you do whatever you can to get that win, and it causes us to be sloppy. It just causes mistakes, and we have to just get through it.
So after this weekend, you guys could possibly come back on Monday at 4-3. What is the biggest key to beating Teaneck?
It's the bats. We need good pitching, and it's the bats. They put up a lot of runs, and if we can keep up with that, I think we'll be successful.
When we return, we will review Wayne Hills' opening week. Welcome back to Around the Horn. In this next segment, we will review Wayne Hills' first week of regular season action. The team is off to a 2-2 start. Drew, you guys started the season with an 8-2 loss to Passaic Tech. Can you take us through that game?
It was 8-2. The score doesn't really tell the story. We had a bad first inning, a bunch of errors, and we ended up going down 4-0. But after that, it was a pretty back-and-forth game. We saw a 2-run home run by CJ, and that really gave us a lot of momentum, but then PCTI is a very good team, and they were able to bounce back, put a couple more runs, and then at that point it was over.
You guys were down 5-0 after 3.5 innings. CJ Rego hit a big 2-run home run. Did that change the game in any way?
Yeah, it was huge. Really got the dugout going, gave us some energy, and we thought we played a cleaner game after that. But then again, they have a lot of good hitters on PCTI.
Were there any positives that you guys could take away from the season opener?
I feel like if you just wipe out that first inning, there are a lot of positives to take away. The fielding was good. We got some hitters going, and yeah, we didn't get the outcome we wanted, but there were definitely a lot to take away.
Don't go anywhere. When we return, we will review a big nail-biting victory. Welcome back to Around the Horn. Drew, in the second game, you guys played a very good team in Morristown. What went right in the second game?
Dean Kira pitched out of his mind. I mean, we ended up winning that game 1-0 in 9 innings. That's crazy to go 9 innings without giving up a single run. No one was able to touch Dean. There were barely any base runners, and then we were able to scratch across a late run.
Was there anything that you guys changed from the first Passaic County Tech game to this one?
No, not really. I feel like in the first game, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We really wanted to beat PCTI, and I feel like it was the first game of the season. We kind of overthought it. I thought we were a little more calm in the second game, and Dean really showed up.
So you felt like you guys played a little looser?
Yes.
How beneficial was it for the team that Dean Kira was the shutdown factor and went so deep into it?
I mean, it was huge. We faced a good pitcher, so we knew if we wanted to win that game, we'd have to play sound defense, get good pitching, and that's exactly what we got, and we ended up winning.
So Dean Kira actually brought across the winning run also. Can you take us through that play?
I mean, yeah, we had, I think Steven was the runner on third, and it was a ground ball that I don't know if it was ruled a hit or not, but it looked like an error in my eyes. The shortstop couldn't make a play on it, but hey, a win's a win. We got the run across, and it's a big win.
Is it fair to call it the Dean Kira game?
Of course. It was an insane game by Dean, and we probably wouldn't have won without him.
Don't go anywhere. When we return, we will see how you guys finished out your week. Welcome back to Around the Horn. Drew, you guys had a tough game against Rampo, losing 12-2. What does a loss like that do to the team?
That was honestly, it was just a terrible game. A bunch of errors. We came out flat. We couldn't respond with the bats. We went down 3-0 in the second inning, and we were just dead. There was nothing, no energy. Couldn't make any plays. It was just an ugly game.
You guys made 7 errors. Does making 7 errors get into the head of the fielders and pitchers?
I mean, it definitely gets in the heads of the infielders, but you have to make plays. The pitchers, they were throwing strikes, and the infielders just couldn't back them up, and that's inexcusable if you want to win games.
When you give the best teams in the state a chance to win, they take it and run with it. No time to dwell on the loss. You guys were right back in action against another Bergen County powerhouse in Riverdale on the road. AJ Delfini was able to throw another gem for you guys, leading to your second shutout victory of the season. How important for you guys was it to get both AJ back on track after a tough first outing against PCTI, and for your bullpen to get a night off after a tough game against Rampo?
I mean, yeah, that was big. Obviously, 2 shutouts in the first 4 games is huge. We just gotta stay consistent. The bats have to get better. The field looked good. We just gotta find our consistency, and I think we'll be all right for the rest of the year.
Although Steven and CJ weren't able to get it done on the scoreboard, you guys got some secondary scoring from Matt Sachaski and Casey Barada. How big was it for you guys to get that from the bottom guys?
I mean, yeah, it was big. Steven hit a big triple. I don't remember if he ended up scoring on that, but we had second and third no outs, and we ended up hitting 2 ground balls to the pitcher, and that can't happen. We ended up getting the runs anyway off of a drop third strike that we reached on, but if we want to succeed against good teams, we need to be better in situations, better situational hitting. And I don't think we're the greatest offensive team, but we have to be able to capitalize when we have runners in scoring position.
Any way you look at that week, you could kind of call it successful for Wayne Hills. They were able to get 2 shutouts, and they were able to test themselves against 2 of the best teams in the state. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week on the next episode of Around the Horn.